Kung Fu Hot Dog with a £2 says, as can you ask the Hot Soskers to blow me a kiss? Hot Soskers, do you want to blow Kung Fu Hot Dog a kiss?
Please check that you're still subscribed to the Kung Fu Hot Dog YouTube channel and his daily dose of hot honeys.
I hope that was worth your £2. Thank you. Thank you very kindly.
Mr. Frank's credit's good. Good luck to you, Mr. Franks.
Thank you. I'll have 2 stacks now.
So ladies and gentlemen, I haven't dropped my review yet for Mind Die because I think next week the game might come down in price. But you know what's going to happen, right? As soon as I buy it on Steam, it's going to drop down in price miraculously. I think, by the way, I'm going to make a prediction. I think either next week or the week after, this game will suffer the same way that Concord did. I have no idea what the sales figures is. I've seen some reviews out there saying it's been absolutely terrible, but as I've been talking about it since April, I'm actually going to play the game and then give you a fair and honest review afterwards. Another game, however, I was sort of looking forward to, but now after this article I saw on Games Radar today, I think I'm going to stay completely away from it. That is 007 First Light. You know, the game that's taken Patrick Gibson's image, but apparently this could be Tom Holland's James Bond. God, no, please don't let that happen. Because, yeah, when a friend of mine told me that, I was like, oh no. So without further ado, folks, if you end up enjoying this video today, make sure you give me a like, subscribe, and let's get on with today's farticle.
Funniest, cheekiest, maddest, filmiest show on earth. और show का title है?
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
So here we are at Games Radar. IO Interactive says the hero in 007 First Shite isn't the classy Bond with the martini, or the man that looks down ladies' cleavages we know and love.
Hi, I'm Plenty.
But of course you are.
Plenty O'Toole.
But thankfully, Q will teach him why he needs to wear a nice watch and things like that. Well, listen, I like to wear a nice watch too, but in the case with Bond, it's going out in the field. It's a watch that has a laser. So forget any semblance that this video game will be rooted in reality, because Bond has always been a far-fetched fantasy epic adventure that is worldwide. Okay, let's carry on by Jonathan Gerblick. Okay, so yeah, the funny thing is, I mean, we saw Ben Whishal's version of Q, and we found out Q is gay.
Oh, this is the first time he'll be here in 20 minutes. I can't take my focus off.
Which is just a travesty, because Desmond Llewellyn played him, and I met Desmond, by the way, in the late 90s. Very tall guy, by the way, very lovely as well. And yeah, you knew his Bond might be, well, his Q, I should say, his quartermaster might have been celibate or had a wife that you never heard about on screen. So Q's real name in the books is Boothroyd, and I think they do refer to that name in one of the films. So here we go. Do you see what I mean now? This guy looks like Tom Holland, the actor, as opposed to Patrick Gibson. So First Light 007 stars a younger, less refined version of the classic tuxedo Bond we've come to know and love from the legendary film series. But thankfully, he's still got his trusty quartermaster to show him how to dress and probably undress.
Don't worry. There's better for you. And it's right here. Come here. No, I wanted you for so long.
Sip martinis and brood. Well, bro, why would you need someone to tell you how to drink a martini? That makes no sense. It's a very silly throwaway paragraph. We sat down with IO Interactive's 007 franchise director, Jonathan Lacaille, during Summer Games Fest 2025. And he opened up a little about the unique relationship dynamic between this game's James Bond and his Q, who fans of this series will remember as Bond's sometimes father figure and supplier of state-of-the-art gadgets. Well, he's more of a father figure, I think, to Pierce Brosnan's Bond and Timothy Dalton's, actually. You definitely saw more of that in there.
Really, 007?
Q, what the hell are you doing here? I might have killed you.
Well, I'm on leave.
The Bond we have today is not Tuxedo Bond, the classy Bond with the martini, Lacaille said. He's young, dumb, and full of... Okay. And he's not the suited and booted gentleman yet. So, again, wearing the nice watch is fine. But it's ironic that my first thought after hearing that was, oh, so kind of like Nathan Drake and Victor Sullivan from Uncharted, because I specifically made the point recently that 007's First Light, in fact, isn't an Uncharted-style action game based on comments from this same interview. Well, haven't I made myself look like a fool? I guess you have, Mr. Gerblick. I'm encouraged that IO Interactive isn't going the safe route and just adapting the most instantly recognizable Bond. Sean Connery was pretty young when he was introduced in the role at 32 in Dr. No, but even then he very much embraced the archetypal Bond that Lacaille is describing, so it'll be refreshing to see a scrappier, less elegant Bond. This is such a dumbass article, honestly, because first of all, Bond is trained in the refinements of whining and dining, probably by himself, right? I mean, I don't think he needs someone to teach him the P's and Q's of how to seduce women. Part of his modus operandi is to exactly do that. You don't need to go on a class on how to wine and dine chicks, do you? I can't wait to see how this game turns out, to be honest. I highly doubt I'll be encouraged by anything I see with the lead up to when this game is being released and what it's going to look like and the gameplay, because as we know, folks, watching gameplay of something, it could encourage us, it could discourage us greatly, but reading this today, I mean, you might as well make Bond gay, right? He might be bisexual for all I know, because again, this Q, and I have to say the Q in this game did strike me as a little bit effeminate, but I didn't say anything in my initial reaction because I thought, well,
first time for everything.
It's Q, right? He's a celibate gentleman. He might have that persona about him, but honestly, after reading this article today, maybe my worst fears might be coming true as a 007 fan. Will this reflect on Amazon's debut feature film with the secret agent who's licensed to kill? I don't know. Who knows? It could be a first. And again, I don't like the fact that video games are being adapted as movies now, because for the most part they never ever work. Keep video games as its own separate great medium and let films be what they want to be. Anyway, folks, if you ended up enjoying this video today, make sure you give it a like, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
Pam, this is Q, my uncle. Uncle, this is Miss Kennedy, my cousin.
Ah, we must be related.